If you're wanting to decrease body fat, there are a few things that are really important that you follow to make sure that you're doing the right thing without being too extreme in your dieting and without being too extreme in your exercise as well, so we stay in a sustainable pattern to regulate our metabolism and actually be able to keep that excess fat off for the long term. So the first tip is you need to drink lots of hydration and water. So by that I mean things like herbal teas. Herbal teas like green tea help to fire up your metabolism. White tea, now not white tea as in adding milk to your normal tea, but as in a herbal white tea. That's actually a derivative of green tea, and that's also really nice to cleanse out your system and boost the metabolism. We also want to be drinking lots of water. Now this differs for every person per day, but having 8 glasses to 10 glasses or a couple of liters of water a day, depending on your exercise and your daily activities, is really, really important to keep your system clean and to keep your digestive system moving along nicely as well. A great tip here is to start with drinking lemon in the water. I do this every single morning and always feel great. So a few squeezes of lemon in a glass of water every morning is fantastic for your metabolism and fantastic to cleanse and alkalize your body for the day. Now the second tip is you need to be having lots of different foods in your diet. So try not to be too strict. Unless your food is super healthy and you're eating lots of vegetables every day, that's where you can have the same thing every day. But if you do like that variety in your diet, never be hard on yourself. Allow yourself pastas and carbohydrates and breads. Find good quality brown pastas, brown rice. Quinoa is a great thing that I have with different meals as a rice substitute because it has a bit more protein, a nice amount of carbohydrates, but some more vitamins and minerals in there as well. Or your basmati rice is a great option. Just watch the portion sizes. Have a smaller portion rather than too much. So have the bulk of your vegetables as the meal, a small portion of meat and a small portion of rice, rather than a lot of rice with a little bit of vegetables. So switching up your plate is a great tip as well. Get that variety of foods into your diet every single day. A few pieces of nice fruit, apples, pawpaw, mangoes, strawberries, kiwi fruits, oranges, whatever does it for you. I find it's great to have fruit in the morning to just give yourself a light breakfast, some nice natural sugars. Yes, fruit is okay. Yes, sugar is okay to have. You might hear a lot of people say, cut out the sugar, don't have any sugar. I don't believe in that philosophy at all, because you do need natural sugars to help with your energy and help with your brain function as well, plus heaps of other health benefits as well. So have your variety of fruit, have your variety of vegetables. Go online and look at different recipes and trial different recipes using vegetables as the base, and some nice, good quality halloumi cheeses as a nice little protein source and some great flavor as well, depending on if, of course, you're vegan or vegetarian, or if you do eat most foods. Now, the third tip you want to make sure of to increase fat loss is to exercise regularly. So you're going to have to exercise at least 4 to 5 days a week with an intensive exercise program. Now, when I say intensive, I'm not talking about going out and pushing so hard that you can't move the next day, but we are talking about getting up to that higher level of your heart rate. You want to just be getting to that point where you are struggling to talk. So if you're going for a brisk walk and you can kind of talk to your friend quite easily, that's not quite at that level that we need to break through and burn some excess body fat. So making sure that we are working strong enough to have an increase in our breathing, and the talk test, you shouldn't be able to talk easily, otherwise you're not working strong enough to get changes happening and to boost that metabolic rate. Now, the fourth tip that we need to take care of when going for fat loss is to make sure we rest enough. So many times people are depleting themselves and getting highly stressed at work or during daily life without getting adequate rest at night. And now, if you're not sleeping minimum of 7 hours a night minimum, for most people, this is the amount of sleep, good quality, deep sleep that you need to restore the energy, to restore the function, and to help your body recover. Now, if you're exercising during the week, let's say you're getting out those 4 or 5 sessions of some jogging or boxing or some body weight routines for fat burning at home, then you're only sleeping a few hours a night, or your sleep is very broken, you will find it difficult to decrease fat because your body's in a constant state of cortisol and stress. Now, that's a hormone that affects fat loss, so we want to try and decrease the cortisol by getting enough rest. and also doing things like meditation to help balance out the cortisol and to help our bodies come back to a nice neutral level so that we can boost our metabolic rate and burn fat. Now, the fifth tip is you need to find things that you enjoy and don't be too hard on yourself. So start to keep a track record or a diary, even in your electronic diary or a paper diary. Start to record what you're eating and what you're doing for exercise. This will help you to keep accountable. Okay, grab out the tape measure and just do a couple of measurements around the belly button, around the arms, around the chest and the hips, just to see where you're at, and then do those measurements, say 4 weeks later. So every 4 weeks or so is a good way to do it without becoming too obsessed. So if you're on track with your measurements, with your eating daily, you're eating well, allow yourself 1 or 2 treat foods every week so that you're not cutting out everything altogether. Just watch the portion sizes. Keep your hydration up, keep that variety happening in your exercise habits, and get that 4 to 5 good strong sessions out per week, coupled with Pilates, yoga, meditation to balance out the cortisol and the stress, and keep that hydration up with water and herbal teas, and you will be on your way to decreasing body fat. Hope that helps. Subscribe to the channel, let me know how you go, and connect with me on social, Vanessa B Health, on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter and Facebook. And I will see you soon. Bye.